To be completely honest with you all, service is really not the primary endpoint for me, but really following Jesus is. For me, what my life is about, what gets me up in the morning, what makes me tick, is really about responding to the love that Jesus has for me.
7 seconds, Steve. There's the roll. See it. Wow. This is roll further.
There was a time where I kind of had a view like this, where I looked off to the side of the earth and I could see that it was, no kidding, a planet hanging in the middle of a void. It's just an amazing thing, and I think it takes more faith to believe that there isn't a creator when you see what's out there than it does to believe that there is a creator.
I'm going to run 63 marathons in 63 days.
This is nothing compared to what kids with AT battle.
So I asked myself this question: is this life all about my comfort and my happiness, or about being open and obedient to the calling that God has on my life? I had no idea that God would use such a simple talent and turn it into a vehicle for serving others and making a difference in this world. So I ask you, do you believe that God is able, willing, and waiting to do something extraordinary through you?
With leadership comes, I believe, the responsibility to provide that hope, to provide that opportunity, to be the light of the world, if you will, to be the shining person that will carry God's message forward.
And as I studied science, actually I found that my faith grew stronger. That in fact the concept of God is a pretty wild concept.
And so when life's challenges come, we have somewhere to turn. We have a God who invites us into the journey, and a God that invites us to stay the course, who'll be with us and will lead us through even when it's not so clear. But He's provided the pathway upon which the foundation has been laid, and He gives us that chance to know Him and walk with Him.
Good morning. What a beautiful sight to get up early on a Friday morning and see over 700 people who understand the power of prayer and leadership in our communities.
Human trafficking is the fastest growing criminal activity in the world. The very populations that are at risk of being trafficked are those you already care deeply about. Those who are homeless, those who are families who are living in extreme poverty, HIV/AIDS victims, at-risk boys and girls who walk out the gates of their school and they are actually always hit on by traffickers driving up saying, "Hey, I'll buy you a milkshake," often to then be drugged and taken into an underage prostitution ring, or worse.
Air Force One brings certain responsibilities. Sometimes it's just better to fly Southwest. In so many ways, my faith is so integral to who I am that it's hard to separate it out. Struggle is integral to a robust faith. That God doesn't promise to take away tribulations and trials, but rather promises to use them to walk alongside us so that we are affirmed even more in the power of our faith.
To paraphrase Ronald Reagan, the 10 most terrifying words in the English language are, "I'm from Hollywood and I'm here to help your family." Power is a lot like money. It's something that when accumulated properly, not hoarded or spent carelessly, but used with wisdom and precision, can do good in the world we live in. Patronize the movies that are in line with your values. Subsidize the good and punish the bad with your wallets, and we'll get the message. And most importantly, join me in a journey to become men and women of prayer